Okay, hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this week's weekly webinar here at Yoast. Thanks for spending a little chunk of your Monday evening with us. So today we're already at December 16th. We're already halfway through the month of December. We'll be talking about the Pain Away Travel Pack and how to sell that with a direct product link. We're going to go over our quick reference guide and how you can have that along with you over the holidays as you're talking about Yoast remedies with people at different holiday gatherings. For prospecting, we're going to be going over how to have a Yoast to the rescue kit ready to go for over the holidays for all the common needs that tend to come up when we're at big gatherings and things like that. For our project, we will get started on our vision board for 2025. So we'll kind of go do the overview and just give you a reminder of what kinds of materials and reflections you should be doing right now, getting things together and ready to create that vision board for the year 2025, which is coming up very quickly. And for our tech tip, we'll go over another real idea that leaves that little bit of mystery, but still gets our audience really engaged in meeting their needs with used products. So a few time-sensitive reminders at the end, and we'll be good to go. All right, so grab your to-do list or your notebook, please, so that you can take some notes of new ideas that you would like to try for your used business this week and in the following weeks. So our product spotlight tonight is Pain Away Travel Pack. This pack is going to help meet a really wide variety of needs. I could have added even more to this slide, but for people who have headaches, tension, and migraines, we have the 31 herbal oil. Also low blood pressure, dizziness, nausea, 31 herbal oil works great for that as well. Muscle tension, neck aches, poor flexibility. As we know, 31 herbal oil and juniper cream work really well on that. Sports injuries, cramps, bumps, bruises, insect bites, etc. So we have body balm and a combination of these 3 different products that are going to work magic on all of those different needs. So we have in the Pain Away Travel Pack, we have the travel size of the body balm. This is such a great size. Moms go crazy for this because it's like their kids are getting bumps and bruises all the time, and they have this size ready to go in their bag at all times. The juniper cream to warm and relax muscles, and the 31 herbal oil in the 5 ml roll-on to release tension and refresh. So as you know, this is something that can be applied. You can apply all 3 products when you have especially muscle pain or tension or stiffness. I demonstrate this quite a bit for people who are working on a computer all day long and get that like neck and back soreness up here. I'm going to take off my necklace so I can demonstrate. Remember, the best way to demonstrate these products is using all 3 together. We would first apply a little bit of body balm to the area and massage in a circular motion, like kind of vigorous rubbing in a circular motion to stimulate our circulation. This is going to help relieve cramping and get our circulation moving, and it will also help our other products absorb better by starting off our process with body balm. Then we take, if you're using, I have the 31, like the 20 ml size, right? Because I use a lot of this. I was just noticing I need a refill on that too. But if you had the roll on, you would just put the roll on right in the palm of your hand, add your juniper cream to it. I'm going to add from my bottle. Okay. And then you're going to apply the 31 herbal oil and the juniper cream at the same time. Remember that 31 herbal oil is telling our brain and body to release tension, right? So it's going to help those muscles start to relax. The massage with the juniper cream is going to warm them up and help them relax as well. And you would just demonstrate how to apply those 3 products in that way to sore or stiff areas of the body. And really you start feeling relief within minutes. It works better combined with a massage. So if you can get someone to give you a massage with those three products, it works wonders for really improving the benefits of that movement, that stretching, and that massage. Okay, so we use these 3 products together. They can also be used separately, but you're going to get the best effects from them by using them in that routine. Okay, so that's our Pain Away Travel Pack. That is going to be one of our challenges for this week. As we've already mentioned, we also have the Holiday Queen Challenge going on. It will end this Friday. So our consultant who sells the most Christmas magic blends between December 1st and the 20th will be named the Yoast Holiday Queen, which comes with some fun prizes and special recognition as well. So we're also, our other challenge for the week is going to be to sell 3 Pain Away travel packs. So we're going to go ahead and get our direct product link so that that is ready to go and we can really promote this set and all of its wonderful uses this week. So as you already know, we start by going into a browser, not our app, right? Go into an internet browser like Chrome or Safari, open up your personal website and click on shop. We normally get our direct shopping links from the Shopify site because it just gets our customers there faster instead of having to do extra clicks, right? So we'll go into our website, click on shop and find the URL for the Pain Away travel pack. Looks kind of like this. Once you're in the shopping site, you'll go to the menu and open promos and offers and go ahead and find that set. Okay, and then once we open the set, we grab the URL from the top and we're going to shorten and customize that in Bitly so that we have that cute shortened link that we can share easily in messages and on social media. And then we'll send that off to Cesar today to say, hey, I'm going to sell 3 of these sets, easy peasy, I've got this. So there's his information. I'm going to set a timer and we are going to do this together to have it done. Any questions or technical difficulties, let me know in the chat. We're ready. Once I'm here at the travel pack on my website, I click up at the top, and if I click it, it'll highlight. I click it again and select copy, and I take that to Bitly, shorten Let us know in the chat when you're done. Okay, perfect. All right, so we have our direct product link shortened. If you can in Bitly, go ahead and send that off to Cesar, and he always lets us know too, like if he's like, oh, your link's not working. It's a good way to do a first check before you share that with customers as well, okay? All right, perfect, thank you. Let me know if you had any technical difficulties. We can always help troubleshoot as well, but I know you've been pros so far. So just please check in the chat if you would like us to go over any of the details. I see some of you are already done. Thank you, thank you. All right, so this week we are working on, between now and Thursday, we are working on selling 3 or more of the Pain Away travel pack to get the AromaCare Vitality Duo for free. So that is an awesome incentive to sell 3 of these sets. These are something that you can really market to people who work out a lot and get sore muscles, to people who work at a computer and maybe have some posture issues from working on computer or just strain, people who work in factories or restaurants or anywhere where they have repetitive movements that create sore muscles. So really work on reaching that audience via your personal networks and social media so that you can find the people who need this set. I bet we can find 3 because it works so well. Like I've been sore all day and it's already loosened up. Like I've been stretching all day long and now I took the time finally to put my Pain Away like trio on my back and it already feels a million times better. So definitely talk about this and demonstrate it this week and see if we can sell some of those sets. All right. So speaking of that, of finding people with different needs and finding them a solution that works really well for them with our used products, we wanted to give you a project of just getting some materials, some products together this week to have like a used to the rescue set to use during the holidays. Now, this idea comes from, do you remember we had kind of a media campaign a while back? I'm going to show you the video from it. There's some other videos that go along with this as well, but they focus on how we as consultants are there for people when a need arises, right? So we have, this is an example of chamomile hand cream, but we have some other videos too that just show like we as youth consultants, we show up, we have the resources, and we're showing people different ways to take care of their needs. So this is something that's really nice for us to do. YouTube always wants to play this twice for some reason. I don't know. Okay, so we want to have a set of products ready for our Used to the Rescue kit that we take along with us, like on our holiday gatherings or any other get-togethers, or even if you're just like getting together with some friends to make cookies or something, right? Like we want you to have this kit ready so that you can really be there for people and help solve some of those needs or meet some of those needs as they come up during the holidays. So take a moment and share in the chat a few ideas. What are some common needs during the holidays or a family gathering that you can think of that would generally come up? So at a typical holiday gathering in your circle, what are some needs that might come up? I'm going to write in the chat, dry hands. I see respiratory issues because it's kind of cold and flu season, lots of sniffly noses and things like that going on. Dry hands, I live in a cold climate and our hands really suffer in the winter months. Any burns or minor cuts, bruises? We have a lot of little kids in my family, so they're always like bumping into stuff and someone ends up crying at some point. So it's nice to have some things for bumps and bruises. There's a lot of different needs that can come up. So I'm going to give you just my little list here, if it'll show up. So what kinds of things would we need in our Used to the Rescue kit for the holidays? So something for dry skin. So maybe your Care and Repair oil for dry cuticles or cracked fingertips, and our chamomile hand cream, or even our hand serum would go well with that. So our hand care products would be a great one. Sometimes too, people are complaining about dry skin on their face. So if you have like our moisturizing day cream or our deep hydrating cream, some of those vital use products would be nice to have on hand as well. If someone is dealing with stress or tension or fatigue, having our Essential 3 roll-ons would be great for this. Bruises for, you know, the kids are running around in a crowded space and running into things, getting bumps and bruises, having our body balm to rub on that. Minor cuts, having tea tree oil to put a drop on minor cuts so they start healing really fast. People are always amazed. So am I. If I nick my finger with like a knife when I'm in the kitchen or something like that, by washing it and then putting a drop of tea tree oil, it will like stop the bleeding almost immediately and start healing really, really fast. So minor cuts, make sure you have your tea tree oil along for that. Minor burns, lavender oil is great for that as well. Bathroom odors. Okay, this is a thing, right? Like people want their bathroom to smell nice, even when there's like people going in and out of it constantly. So bringing along your charged Pebble diffuser with maybe our Christmas blend or maybe a citrus blend that smells nice and clean, something like that, that you can put in the bathroom, just twist it on. People might be curious about that as you are sharing that. Like, how does this little thing, this little cordless thing, you know, make such a nice aroma in a small space. And lots of other things too that you could pack in your kit. Just take a moment to reflect, okay, what did this gathering look like the last time I went? Or what does this usually look like? What might it look like? And plan for it so that you have a full kit on hand. For dry skin, lavender for burns, our roll-ons for stress, fatigue, lack of motivation, food coma. Oh my gosh, food coma. If you use Guducci Revitalizer or 31 herbs, it snaps you right out of it. It's a miracle worker. Tea tree for minor cuts, and of course our body balm to rub in a circular motion for bumps so that they don't get such bad bruising. So have your kit ready to go. And it's such a natural way to keep up with your prospecting during the holidays, but in a really natural way where you're not just like pushing product on people, but you're just bringing it out as it's needed and creating that sense of amazement and falling in love with our products in a natural way. All right. And so another thing that you can bring along with you over the holidays, right? Have your Used to the Rescue kit along with you, but also take along these quick reference guides. We'll be talking about, if you don't have these at home yet, I'll show you how to order them through our business supplies. But these are really nice if over the holidays you're talking about, someone saying they're feeling tired all the time, or they getting these chronic headaches or things like that. Like you might have a lot of needs coming up in just your conversation with people. Having this along, having a few copies of this along that you can give to people, if maybe you let them try 31 herbal oil for their headache and they're really impressed with it, or things like that. It's nice to have a reference guide that they can just take home and kind of peruse all the different needs and routines that Used offers. This is really well organized, really simple. I've definitely sent this out to like cousins and aunts and friends and things like that that have asked about certain things so that they have it as a reference, and they become some of my most loyal customers because they love having this information at their fingertips. You can add your information down here. There's a space. There's an empty space here where you could do those like little stickers that we've talked about, your business card stickers. You could do a QR code for your link tree, but make it really easy for people to shop if they do have that need. This is something that's not very easy to lose because it's a good size, and you can just stick your information right on that with those labels that we've talked about creating in the past. So please take those with you. They have lots of helpful information based on different topics of emotional well-being, physical well-being, etc. And they're really easy to order at a very good price. If you are in your consultant app and you're logged into your consultant app and you just click on the little cart to place a consultant order. This is like the easiest way to place a consultant order if you haven't done this before. Just click on the cart. That'll take you into the consultant catalog. And in that menu, you just click on business supplies. You can see business supplies in English or in Spanish or samples. And then you find the quick reference guide. You can get 10 of them for $4, making them like less than 50 cents a piece. So it's a really good deal. They're a great resource to have around. I give these out a lot at different events and things like that. I stick them in a little bag with samples, but this is really good for people who are showing interest in what we have to offer, and you want to give them the full guide that they can peruse at home. Okay. All right, so that is our quick reference guide. If you don't have some of those on hand already, go ahead and order some so that you have them, but stick a couple in your purse or your bag for your holiday get-togethers as well as people start to show interest in what we have to offer. And New Year's will be here in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? It's coming up very quickly. I think 2 weeks already. So we're going to talk about ideas for our vision board for 2025. And today we're just going to go over kind of the overview of what it will look like, but we can keep touching base on this and going over the details in our future webinars as well. So in your vision board that you have for 2025, I want you to focus on having a profound reflection before you even get started, right? So really take a moment to think about, what do you want for your personal life? What goals do you have for your income? What do you want for your work and home life balance? What are some bigger projects or goals that you have in terms of, I would like this chunk of income or savings to put towards this project or this trip, that kind of thing. Like really take a moment to think about what big things you would like to see in your life in this next year. So this is much more meaningful than just like a New Year's resolution, right? This is really planning what we want to make happen in our life, not just with use, but in total, our personal life, our financial life, our use business. How are we going to bring all of those things together? Then our next step is to go in and find the visual materials. A vision board has to have visuals, like pictures, right? So with us in it, or with other people in it, if you're using, Canva or something, but find visual materials that have the pictures, the images, the charts, whatever you need, so that it feels more real, right? The visual materials are going to be better than just text, right? Than just writing things down. We want to have a meaningful design. So really, you get all your materials together. You're going to have a meaningful design. It could be a cork board. It could be, like there's those boards with like the crisscross ribbons that you can tuck pieces in. You could organize it on a document and print it out if you want, but we want it to be something that feels like you want to look at it every day. You also want to put it in a place where that's number 4, that it's very visible. So it should be right in your workspace. Some people might put it right in their kitchen if that's the place where they spend the most time, right next to your desk, somewhere where you're going to see it every day, and it's going to keep you moving and keep you prioritizing your time to reach those goals. And we also want it to be adjustable. That's a beautiful thing. If you do it on a cork board or something where you can really change up the pieces, you do want to be somewhat flexible with that, because you might be able to increase your goals. You might adjust priorities from one section to the next throughout the year based on unexpected variables. So it should be somewhat flexible and adjustable. It should be something that you can move the pieces around if you need to. But really just getting some of these materials together and start doing your reflection. What do you want to see in the year 2025, and getting images that go along with that? That's going to be a huge step in planning your successful year in 2025, not only in your youth life, but also in your personal life, and just meeting your goals and feeling like you're doing meaningful things with the minutes that you have every day. So please write that on your to-do list of just do that reflection of what kinds of things do I want to see in my life next year, and the visual materials to go along with it. Okay, the more real, the better. If it's a picture of you, that's even better than if it's a stock photo, right? So try to get those together, and then we'll be going over a little bit more in detail of like what you can do with all those pieces. Okay, give me a 1 in the chat if this is something you can do this week, is start planning, reflecting, and planning. What are some things you want to see in 2025? I'm writing a 1 because I need to do this. Otherwise, I get tired and I lose my motivation, right? So having this vision board keeps us going even when we're tired, even when life is busy. It keeps us going and working towards all of our goals. Okay, awesome. So that's just kind of our starter point on that, but we'll keep working on it as we get into the new year as well. Okay. And our last little tip for today is we want to talk about another reel idea that you can post to social media, again, to just generate interest in what Youst has to offer. So you know how we've been talking about our Youst to the Rescue kit? Well, a lot of us carry it around in our bag, right? So we want to talk about how can create a reel that's kind of like what's in your bag, or are you the bag lady? That's all the things in our bag. This is a way for us to reach people who care about being that person who can solve a lot of issues or meet a lot of needs. They're the person with all the things in their bag, right? So this is a way for us to search for new people. This is a great clientele for us who might be interested in being customers or PCC members or consultants because they love what we do. And you're getting them some more information about our products so that they can take that next step forward. So here's what this reel idea might look like, right? I take my phone, I clean off my cameras. I'm going to talk to these cameras instead of looking at my own face so that I come across nice and approachable and authentic to my audience, right? I have my phone ready and I'm just doing a quick recording. This doesn't have to be super long. Ahead of time, I'm going to get my Youst to the Rescue kit ready to go in my bag so that I can talk about it. I had a Gucci over here. I have an insane number of Youst products on my husband's desk space down here. He's got all the remedies for all the things he needs during his work time down here too. Okay, so I would start my reel off with something that might stop the scroll or catch my key audience. Would be, I've decided to accept I've become one of those ladies who carries something for everything in her bag. All right, so I pull my bag up and I have it on camera, and I'm going to pick out one product at a time. So maybe I say, headache? Well, apply a little of this to your temples, breathe it in, and you will feel better in minutes. And then I grab my next product and I have, oh man, your kid bumped his knee, rub the area with a little of this so he doesn't get a bruise. It'll be much less painful for him. And this magical green liquid, it has like that emotional sensation of just helping them feel better, but because we were able to do something for that bump on their knee. Let's see, dry hands. Oh, this cream. is a miracle worker. It's like this invisible glove. It's not greasy. It protects your hands. It's wonderful. Let's see. And I just keep going, right? Like, oh, your neck is really sore here. This will relax your mouth. Like you go through whatever needs you choose. You don't have to do a huge list, maybe like 5 or so. But go through some of your Youth to the Rescue products that you've already gotten together. And then you're going to prompt interaction with your reel of what do you carry in your bag, or which of these things would you need, etc. How do you want your audience to engage with your reel so that it gets more views, it gets more interaction? All of those things will boost your algorithm. So this again, notice how I didn't go into describing each product's name and all of its benefits and all of its uses. This kind of reel I would create with the intention of leaving them with a little bit of mystery and curiosity so that they interact with my post. I'm expecting, even though my prompt here is what do you carry in your bag, I bet I would get a lot more questions of like, oh, what's that green stuff? What's that green stuff for bruises? My kid runs into stuff all the time, right? Like things like that. So you want to leave that little bit of mystery in this kind of reel because it promotes them asking questions or contacting you, etc. An important thing with this kind of reel, though, is you do want to have some kind of call to action, right? So it's either comment or comment whatever word in the comments, or share blah, blah, blah below, or follow and message me for the link, something like that. Like you do want to give them a call to action so they know what to do next. You don't just want to leave it so mysterious that they're like, I wanted the green stuff for the bruises, but now I don't know where to go, right? You do want to give them a call to action, but you don't have to give all of the information in your reel. What you want to do is engage your audience, get them to interact, and get them to reach out to you in some way so that you can start that sales conversation with them later, okay? So this just helps, especially if any of you have struggled with, oh, they just want to go on Amazon and try to find something similar or whatever, right? Like you keep the key information, you keep your product link with you until you've already sold them on the idea, you've built the value of what Yoast is and the importance of buying from an authentic, authorized consultant so that they get the real product, things like that. This process is really helpful because you're kind of adding in an extra personalized step to the conversation with them by leaving that little bit of mystery as you engage them. So any questions? Give me a 2 in the chat if you think you would be able to pull together a reel like this. It would take you approximately 30 seconds, maybe a minute to get all your materials together. But it's just a really quick idea that you can do. You've already got your Youth to the Rescue set together, ready for the holidays. Put it to use to reach a wider audience. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so hopefully you have found some great ideas and inspiration to build your business this week, to keep trying new things. Please make sure that you send your direct product link for that Pain Away travel kit to Cesar today so he knows that you are participating in the challenge to sell 3 of those between now and Thursday. Please prepare your Youth to the Rescue kit for holiday gatherings or just out and about. This is something you can carry around with you everywhere, right? But definitely have it ready for the bigger gatherings that you'll be going to in these next few weeks. Introduce Yoast remedies to 5 new people over the holidays. They don't even have to be people that are new to you. They can be friends or relatives or friends of friends or whatever it is, but have that mindset of I'm going to talk to people about it. I mean, a lot of us do this naturally, I think, is like we just have a remedy. Like we are the bag ladies who have everything in our, like we're pulling out remedies left and right, but just make a point to reach 5 new people between now and the new year to share our different opportunities with them, okay? And as always, sell $500 in products and sets to keep making the most of this business opportunity that you have chosen to embark on. So, and of course, we're always just shooting to try new things, build our business, meet new people. Each week, each month, we want to do a little more than the last to keep growing. All right, so those of you who are here with me live, stay tuned for some time-sensitive reminders. Those who are catching the replay, thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you all soon.